Hi, my name's Steven. I'm the little brother.
My name's Kevin. I'm the middle brother.
My name's David. I'm the biggest of all the brothers.
This is the Brothers Born podcast. The three of us don't see each other very often, so we decided that this is how we're going to hang out. We hope that y'all like listening. All right, talk to you soon. Last episode, our first episode, we spent a lot of time talking about the Avengers, our favorites, ones we don't like as much as others, those that are useful and those that are less useful. One thing's for sure, they're all quality characters and we've come to love them all. And sadly, we lost one recently. Chadwick Boseman passed away about a week and a half ago, and we just wanted to take a moment to honor him with our podcast, recognize the great work he did as King T'Challa and Black Panther. And as an actor in general, he's a very talented guy, and he did a lot of good work with his characters, and he will be greatly missed.
As far as Chadwick just had a way to bring the Black Panther to life. Like, he was the perfect actor for that character. And I just feel like if you've seen the movie 42 as well, 42 was a really great movie. He portrayed Jackie Robinson very well. So just very talented actor that we lost way too soon. And through his characters, he was able to touch on some social justice issues and bring people together and help us think about things in a way we hadn't before. So good dude. Very sad to see him go at such a young age. I think he was my age, actually. At least he a little older than me, but I think he would have been in my high school class.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe the year before. But I believe he was 43 when he died. I'm 42. He just turned 43. So yeah, I guess he would have been a year older than me. But yeah, very good dude. And sad to see him go.
I haven't seen a lot of his movies, to be perfectly honest, but Black Panther was definitely a classic, one of my favorites. And then, like I said, I saw 21 Bridges, another really good movie that he was in, kind of had an interesting take on, some police work and things of that sort. So it's always unfortunate to see a good actor die, but, hopefully the Avengers can continue on Wakanda forever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He left quite a legacy, so to you, Chadwick.
All right, rest in peace.
All right. So last time we talked about Avengers.
Yes.
Yeah. So a lot of Avengers stuff going on, and you talk about which ones we like best, which ones we like worst, who is useless, who is useful. Talk about some movies like Civil War, which had me thinking there's been a lot of not just in superheroes, but like superhero mashups, superhero crossovers.
Yeah.
Love a good
So
mashup.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do a 4-part series. So the first thing we're going to do is today we're just going to kind of give a general discussion about
4 parts.
4 parts.
Decent.
So the first thing we're going to do is talk about mashups and crossovers. Which ones we've seen which worked really well, what we think would suck, what we think would be cool, whatever, however we want to go. And then for the other 3 parts is going to be a little bit of a game I came up with, which I'll reveal later. If that's okay with you guys.
Yeah, sounds perfect to me.
It's good with me.
All right.
Boss man.
So what are some obviously Civil War was a pretty decent superhero mashup.
Yes.
What are some other ones that mashups you guys have seen?
I'll tell you a bad one.
Crossovers that were thought were really cool or terrible.
Batman vs. Superman was not a good movie.
No, Batman vs. Superman was a terrible movie.
And the concept was kind of cool, though.
Yes, and it
The
came out
movie
the same
itself.
year as Civil War. And I watched this video, the Honest Trailers guys, and they made a pretty valid point that it's sort of the same movie as Civil War. It just wasn't executed nearly as well.
No, it's not.
That's
Well, those
true.
two have been up against each other like countless times.
Yeah,
The
for
best
sure.
that matchup, the better version of that is in the Lego Batman movie
Yes.
when he goes to the party and he's the only one not invited. That's it shows their rivalry much better in that one.
That's true. Or even Lego 2. You guys see Lego 2?
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, I saw that was a pretty good one.
Yeah, they kind of play on that too because the Queen gets Batman to marry her by saying she wants Superman instead.
That's right. But before, is there any way Batman would ever be able to compete with Superman though? Like,
With that crazy metal
is
suit
it possible?
Well,
Just-
he's
I guess if you put some kryptonite in the suit, I don't know.
yeah. Well, he's fought Superman several times, and I
See,
mean, I
I'm
don't
not
really
up
read
on it as much as I should, but I don't see how he could compete with him, man.
Kryptonite, man. He's got that Kryptonite.
There's
He's
one
got
time-
he's got more heart than Superman at some. Well, Superman is good at his heart too. I don't know.
There was one time when I was a kid, there's a cartoon where Superman raced the Flash, and I was like, all right, sweet. Flash is going to have his moment. Nope, Superman beat him. Made me really mad. I'm like, man, that's all the Flash has.
That
Let him do
happened
his,
in.
let him do
That's
his
true.
thing.
Didn't that happen at the end of Justice League too?
Oh, it might have. I didn't see that movie.
You've
I heard it
seen-
was bad.
Yeah, it did. It did. It wasn't too bad. Aquaman was worse. That was a terrible movie. But anyways, that wasn't a mashup though. So
Well, I think one of my favorite characters, of course, from the Marvel world. Man, we talk like nerds. We don't really read this many comic books, I promise.
I don't read any. I just watch movies.
But in the Marvel world, it's the Punisher. Now, the Punisher has faced off against Spider-Man, Wolverine. He's faced off against everybody pretty much.
Yeah.
In fact, there's actually an issue called they did it twice. Punisher kills the entire Marvel universe, which is excellent read.
But that would never happen though. But go
Oh
ahead.
no, it would totally happen. If
He
anybody
He has
could do
no
it, he could.
powers. He's just human.
He's
And he
creative,
hates-
though.
He is creative.
He fights the power. That's it. I guess he's creative. I don't know much about him. Sorry.
There's some really interesting. I've only read it once, but he finds some pretty interesting ways to obliterate the rest of the Marvel universe. And I think at the end, doesn't he feel bad about it or something? Like,
Hey,
It depends on which one you read.
okay,
does he do something where like does he make them fight against each other and use their own powers against each other?
Well, at one
Does he-
point, he does have all the, I think it's all the X-Men, all the mutants. He sends them false messages to have them fight on the moon, and then he basically nukes the moon,
how does he nuke the moon, man? He's just a dude. He's just a dude.
and then he kills
Oh,
them all.
but how does he have the technology to nuke the moon?
I
That's
don't
what
know.
I'd like to know.
I don't know, but it was
He'd just
pretty
be
awesome.
Like, if I decided I want to be a superhero someday because I was angry at something, I could be the Punisher. I mean, I had to work out more and get myself in shape. Isn't that all he really is, though?
What was for his first kill was Cyclops. Shot him in the back of the head. That was pretty dope.
Cyclops always dies.
Then I think doesn't he electrocute Wolverine or something like that?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
throws him into like this electric generator thing and completely like
And you can't
completely
reheal
fries him.
himself.
And then there's another one later where all the people on Earth like start cannibalizing each other, including the
Ugh.
superheroes. And the only one who's immune to it is the Punisher for some reason.
I think I've read that one, or
Yeah,
read
that-
bits and pieces of it.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool. And that one he kills everybody as well. So he kills the Hulk by how did he kill the Hulk? I think-
No, he does not do that.
Yeah, he does. He uses Wolverine's claw, I think, penetrates his brain or something like that.
That'll do
Interesting.
That'll do it.
And then he actually manages. He doesn't kill him because it's impossible. He manages to get rid of Deadpool.
There's another. Speaking there's
Well-
another comic where Deadpool kills the whole universe. I never read that one. I don't like Deadpool as much as the other people normally do. But
I don't like Deadpool very much either, but for Punisher, isn't it just, I don't know much about, like his family got killed and he wants vengeance, right? Isn't that
Yeah.
all he, okay.
Pretty much. He's basically the
So-
Marvel's version of Batman.
Why does he
Except less
hate
rich.
all the other superheroes? Did they kill his family?
Because Marvel has different universes. So in the
Oh.
one, they all
Ant-Man
like to
is
go
in
crazy
charge
and
of
start
them all.
cannibalizing each other. So and he's only immune, so that's why he kills them then. And the other one that he does it's like a different universe where his family gets killed during a super villain fight, and his family gets killed in the middle of it.
Cool.
Well, one of my favorite ones that actually has occurred, it wasn't really a fighting thing, but there's a comic book, Punisher meets Archie.
oh yeah, I've heard
I've
of
heard
that.
of this.
So that was fantastic.
Well, I'll take your word. That sounds pretty sweet. I just don't know enough about Punisher. Hey, what about going into the video game world?
Oh yeah, there's
You
lots
guys,
of those.
I know this is comical, but you got Super Smash Brothers where they face,
Everything.
like, it's
man.
not like you can have Pokemon versus Link versus Luigi versus Samus, whatever the
Dude,
Metroid.
Now you
chick
can
is.
have Link versus Cloud, which is awesome. That's
So
a
you
great
could-
matchup. That's
Those
a
are some
fantastic
pretty cool
matchup.
mashups.
You can do Link versus Young Link, or Link versus Toon Link.
Do
And
you guys
Realistically,
think that
I think a Link versus Cloud match would be cool to watch.
oh yeah, for sure. And
their hair? I'd be paying attention to both of their hairstyles more than anything else. Who do you think would win in a mashup? Because it's always been done in video games, but like Luigi versus Mario, who could
Ooh.
win?
I don't.
Luigi's
Like,
got more
Luigi could
reach,
throw-
man.
Yeah, but Mario could throw his weight around, so he's probably got more strength. But
Mhm.
Luigi's quicker, And he's got he can do that floaty thing with his legs sometimes. I
And
don't
then you
know.
throw the other brothers in, Waluigi and Wario, and they're just goofy.
Posers.
But
So the best, and you have, but like there's lots of opportunities in the video game world because you got, you got the Mario Kart, you got the Super Smash Brothers, you got like even back in the day, what was it, Street Fighter versus? Didn't they do some Street Fighter versus
Marvel versus Capcom. I remember that one.
Yeah,
And
that
it
was
like you can be Mega Man versus like Iron Man or
Well,
something like
Mega
There's
that.
Man
also there's
that
also
would be a
DC
good
versus
matchup.
Mortal
Mega
Kombat.
Man versus Iron Man.
That would be
Oh,
sweet.
That would be sweet.
I would
Mega
love
Man's
that.
awesome.
They're
Or,
kind
um,
of similar if you think about it. I mean, Mega Man's more of a whole robot though. Iron Man's not a robot. What about the Anakin right before, like, I guess the one from the second prequel movie where he's like starting to get all his powers, but he's not quite bad yet, versus Darth Vader?
Ooh, yeah.
What would happen there?
See that? I
Like,
was thinking
I
about
think
this
Darth
the other
Vader
day.
would have,
That would be a pretty cool fight.
Yeah, I
Anakin
agree.
versus Darth Vader.
but Darth Vader, he's got more control now over the Force. But Anakin, it seemed like he was just, I don't
Well,
know.
Anakin's got more power in the Force because
Yeah.
Darth Vader is more machine than he is man.
Right.
Yeah. And he's
That's a
quicker.
good
He's
point.
younger. He's more he has more dexterity and agility and stuff too. So, yeah.
Or Anakin versus Ahsoka because Ahsoka fought Darth Vader, but not Anakin.
Was that the girl from the cartoon?
She has she's got funky hair. That's all I know about her.
One of the ones I think is pretty cool, and it's been done hundreds and hundreds of times because you guys know there's like 1,000 Ninja Turtle cartoons and comic books, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Do they put them against each other? I've never heard this.
No, they don't. But I think there was a video game that did that. But there's a character that we've seen in.
Michelangelo would win.
There's,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
There's a character we've seen in almost every iteration of Ninja Turtles. Now,
Casey Jones.
No, Usagi Yojimbo,
Oh yeah, the rabbit guy.
the rabbit. He's a samurai rabbit, so he has his own
Yeah,
comic.
I
book.
had his toy when we were kids.
Yeah, no, he's really cool.
No, I had the Samurai Panda. Someone else had the rabbit, I think.
Yeah, I had the rabbit.
Okay, go ahead.
He's also getting his own cartoon on Netflix, by the way.
That's awesome.
But anyways, so that's been kind of a cool. He doesn't exactly exist in Ninja Turtles world,
Yeah.
but that's one of those crossovers that's been done time and time again.
Mom.
Does he handle the
worked out pretty
turtles
good.
pretty well, or can they take him down?
He's a pretty dope samurai man. It'd be hard for them to take him down.
He's a rabbit, though, dude.
They don't have the shell.
Yeah,
He's
that's
got
true.
big old floppy ears.
Um.
You could probably hear him.
So this is kind of a weird one that Mom actually told me about. I think maybe you read this book, Kevin. It's a X-Men and Star Trek crossover, which is
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
man, that's
interesting.
my jam. I could tell already.
Yeah,
I never
no,
read it.
yeah,
but
there is
Mom likes
X-Men
that
Star
one a
Trek.
lot.
Yeah,
Well, that opens
it's a
up more
book mom read.
possibilities too. Then.
She said it was one of her favorite Star Trek books. I remember her talking about it.
That would be interesting.
What about Star Trek versus Star Wars?
Oh man, I think there's
Okay.
more like raw power in Star Wars, but there's more like philosophy and deep thinkers in Star Trek. Possibly is my.
No, but if we're talking about a battle,
Yoda versus Spock, dude. Well, Yoda has
Yoda.
the
Yoda's got the
Force.
force.
No,
Battle of the
but they
Wits,
both
though.
had pointy ears. Is all I'm saying.
I had this discussion several years ago with a friend of mine who is into Star Trek, and we were discussing what would win: the Starship Enterprise versus a Star Destroyer. We both concluded the Star Destroyer would destroy the Enterprise.
Yeah, it's bigger.
Oh
sure.
yeah, it would. It would.
But
But the Enterprise could go faster though, can't it?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know
it's
what the difference between warp speed and hyperspace is. I'm not.
And the Enterprise is a cool looking spaceship, but I don't know how practical it is. The Star Destroyer is like I don't know much about space, but it seems like it would move around easier in space than the Enterprise would. The Enterprise is like got a big old funky disc and these weird arms. And,
That's true. That's true. But the
That is
disc
true.
the disc can escape if the rest of this ship is blowing up. If I remember right.
maybe I don't remember. I don't know
I
Star
think
Trek
Mom
well.
told
but-
me that one time because mom used to indoctrinate me with that. What about switching? Like if you switch to Transformers, let's go.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of crossovers there.
There's
So
a lot I can think of, but I want Optimus versus the guy who took over for him before Hot Rod took over. Optimus, what's his name?
Ultra Magnus.
Yeah, who would win that? I'd like to
Optimus
say
would-
Ultra Magnus.
I know.
'cause
I
he's
would like
cool.
to as well, but honestly, it would probably be Optimus.
What
Optimus
if
is
the Matrix
powerful.
wasn't in play? Like neither of them had the Matrix inside.
Matrix. Well,
Because
then
Hot
you'd
Rod
be
was in the
Optimus.
background
You'd be,
holding it up like this. Woo!
What was Optimus's name before it became Optimus Prime?
Pessimist Prime.
No,
Zing.
Zing. No, I don't know.
Shh.
Speaking of, there's a new Transformers cartoon on Netflix, which is pretty dope.
I heard some
Oh.
good things about that.
Yeah, it's really good.
Starscream
like
versus the other planes, whatever their names are, Thundercracker, whatever.
Thundercracker, Skywalker.
Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
It's been happening in comic books a few times. Is Transformers G.I. Joe crossover?
I have a couple
Joe.
of those.
Yeah.
If you could use the weapons and then the vehicles, maybe G.I. Joe has a chance. But if it's just like fighting a dude versus a robot,
Well, they didn't. Well, the Decepticons team up with Cobra, the Autobots team up with G.I. Joe. There's actually a version.
Oh man,
I've never been able to find it, but there's actually a version that somebody wrote. It's a comic book miniseries where it's G.I. Joe and Transformers crossover, but it takes place in World War II. So they turn to like World War II vehicles.
Hound. That's like Hound. He's already there, man.
That's true.
He turns to that old Jeep.
You made me think, like the whole like taking Transformers, put it in World War II. I do have a couple of comics going back to the X-Men or the Avengers. I mean, it's the Avengers, but in the Wild West, which is really interesting. Like Stephen Rogers is the sheriff in town, and the Hulk, like Bruce Banner's like the scientist, and then the Kingpin is like the outlaw guy. It's pretty cool to see like those characters in a different time period. Cool. I want to talk about your game. We're coming close to our time. So before we talk about the game, what are some like dream mashups that you would just love to see that probably won't ever actually happen, but you would love to see it? We'll each think of one.
For me,
yeah,
Star Wars and Transformers.
Oh, okay.
But do you have any specific characters in there, or can we just say?
I want to see the Death Star versus Unicron. Not gonna lie, that would be
cool.
Yeah. But the Death Star's been beaten many times. But the Unicron, he's probably too big to get in that little ridge to do what Luke Skywalker. That's a good one. I like that one.
I like that. How about you, Dave? What's one of your dream team ones?
I don't know. Come back to me. I need to think of.
Okay.
Go ahead. I got a comical one that I would like to see that just came to me.
Yeah, do that one.
Ronald McDonald versus that funky King guy from Burger King. I think that'd be pretty sweet.
Dude, they did an epic rap battle.
Did they really?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, they did.
I think I did see that. I forgot about that.
A lot of these that we're talking about probably were done by the Epic Rap Battles of History guys, but that'd be fun.
You know, be a dope. You know, be a dope epic rap battle. I wish they would do it. Cobra Commander versus the Red Skull.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
The Burger King McDonald's one is good though.
Yeah, I think I kind of want to. Maybe we'll have a podcast about this sometime. I'd like to see an archery contest between a bunch of really good archers, like Katniss Everdeen, Legolas, Hawkeye. Robin Hood. Like all the best Merida,
Merida.
All the best archers. I want to see them have a contest. I think that would be a cool thing to see. But
that would be pretty sweet.
I do have another one real quick.
What's that?
And actually, this has happened. And there's 2 comic books that did this. Both of them were pretty terrible. I've heard. Punisher versus Batman.
Oh, that'd be interesting for sure. I think
they have done that before. I think
Batman versus Iron Man would be interesting too. I think
Batman fought the Predator. Batman's fought the Predator 3 times.
He's fought everybody.
Did you think of another one yet?
No, I'm just thinking of cheesy ones right now. Like, I got one for you. What about Cinderella versus Elsa? Cinderella can talk to animals and stuff. Elsa has the powers with the ice.
No, dude.
I'm in my daughter's room and I'm looking at her dolls right now.
Dude, Elsa versus Moana. One's got ice power, one's got water power.
Oh, that's a good point. Elsa would win though. She could freeze it. Moana can't warm up the water. She can just control where it goes.
I feel like we should do an entire podcast on Disney princesses.
Okay, we'll hit that up next time because I got some good ideas there too. Just Disney in general, man. I'm thinking of Wreck-It Ralph. I'm thinking of the Monsters Inc. Ralph, or Sully. I mean, I'm thinking of a lot of different ones. So,
so after our 4-part series, we're going to do princesses.
I love it. Sounds like a plan.
I'd like to do some of the other characters too, though, like maybe Hades from Hercules. Versus,
well, we could
all
do
kinds of really cool dudes. Versus,
we could do a Disney series, princesses. Villains.
Villains would be good.
Villains.
And even heroes. You could do Pixar versus non-Pixar.
Disney.
There's lots of ways to go.
I'm going to put a little insert here.
Donald Duck would win all of it, though, no matter what.
He's got PTSD, but I'll get into that some other time.
I love board games, and I actually have a board game called Disney's Villainous, and you take on one of the villains, and the whole idea
cool.
You like fight each other different villains. Like in one expansion, you can be like Scar, you can be Hades, you can be Cruella de Vil. All these.
We need
cool
to get
things.
Into that stuff too. I think that'd be cool.
Dave, you would love this. They actually just released a new expansion. It's all the Marvel villains.
If that game comes out, there's a Christmas idea for me. That would be a cool game.
Yeah, man, cool.
Oh,
dude,
man.
So you could be like Thanos and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Monopoly Man versus Mr. Pringle.
Oh, jeez. What about Mr. Peanut? He's got to be in there too.
Yeah.
Mr. Peanut is actually the offspring of Teddy Roosevelt and Abraham Lincoln.
And Peanuts.
They killed him off, I mean. But anyways, sorry.
All right.
digress. But yeah, that's a whole another universe we could get into. Then we
For
have
sure.
the Star Wars universe to get into.
All right,
If you
Kevin,
want-
tell us about your game idea.
All right, so here's the deal. So we're talking about the mashups for characters, right?
Yes.
So each of us get 4 fictional characters. It can
Okay.
be from any universe. Doesn't matter what it is. All right.
Can it be anything? Because I have some that
It can
they're
be
not
anything.
from a universe per se. Okay, gotcha.
It can be anything as long as it's
But-
a fictional character.
Like fiction. Okay, good.
Yeah, and
I got some good ones.
okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We each have 4. We're gonna put once we announce what our 4 are, we'll do it taking turns. Like I'll do one, Steve will do one, David will do one, so and so. 12.
12,
So once
bro.
we get all 12 our characters, we're gonna kind of put them in like a hat or whatever, however you want to do it. We're gonna randomize it. And for the next one, I'm gonna be a judge, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick one random character for each of you and give you that name, and then you have to make them fight each other in the next podcast.
I can randomize it with my Dungeons and Dragons dice. So
Nerd.
I'll number them and then I'll just roll the dice. How about that?
How long will that? Can you just write like you don't have to write out their whole names? Just write their initials.
So my first pick, because
Wait, you're the host. You should go last, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Okay,
You're
I'll
the
go.
host.
Okay, I'll go last. Go ahead.
We'll let
I'll-
little man go first.
I'll go first. So I'm just doing one of them, right?
Yeah, just one.
Oh, we're
Alright.
going round robin, 1-1-1-1.
Yep.
Yeah. Lord Voldemort.
Oh, that's a good one.
Didn't think about the Harry Potter universe.
Oh, snap. My pen died. Hold up.
My turn.
I'm writing them down. You're good.
Can I give mine now? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
James Bond.
James
Ooh, good.
Bond.
That's a good one. All right, my first one, Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe.
All right. Super Mario.
What do you mean Super Mario? There's a lot that
Like
Mario
like
himself
Mario
Yeah.
himself. Yeah.
or a different character. Okay.
Like Mario. Red Hat Mario.
All right. The Homer and me has to put him in here. Captain America.
I knew
Okay.
you were going to pick that.
Of course I am, dude.
All right. Well, same
I have a man crush on him.
same concept. The Punisher.
Punisher.
Oh. Have they ever fought against each other?
Yes, Punisher won, I believe. Well,
Oh.
no, it depends. No, in the Civil War comic book, Captain America did beat Punisher, but that's because the Punisher refused to fight him back.
All right. My third one. Hans Gruber from Die Hard.
Oh man.
Oh, that one's awesome.
Oh jeez. Okay. All right. I went a little different direction with this next one. Papa Smurf.
All right. I love it.
He's got powers if you think about it, man.
All right.
I'll-
Hopefully you don't get this one, Dave, because I think you'll have a harder time with this. Steve and I will. Magikarp from Pokemon.
I knew one of you guys was going to put a Pokemon in there.
I put in BB-8 from Star Wars.
BB-8.
Yeah.
All right. Is this my last one already?
Yeah.
All right. My last one, I select the Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
All right. My last one, Unicron.
Unicron. All right.
Who can compete with that of anyone in our list? I thought we weren't supposed to pick someone that was like way above everyone.
So what I'm going to do is, because you can't know who your opponent's character is as part of the fun of it, so you have to purely come up with the strengths of your character that you were assigned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to text Steven first his character, and then I'm going to text David. Don't
But we
say what
can't
the
say
name
it
is,
on
but
here.
feel free to react as you want, Steven. All right?
Okay. Don't say who it
All
is, though. Got it.
How are you doing this though? Are you just picking
I'm
them?
going to put them in a bowl.
Oh, you already filled them out?
Yeah, I wrote them down. I just got to read
Okay,
the
I
little
was going to say
papers.
this could take forever.
Yeah, no, this
Jeez.
is going to throw the papers.
So it is totally random, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just don't want any favoritism being shown towards anyone's characters.
All right. All right. So Steven is going to be first. Oh, I wanted that one. All right.
All right. I can roll with that.
You can roll with that.
I see why you want that one, but I'll do it. Yeah. No problem.
All right. And then I gotta give David his. Hold on, let me.
You guys are going to give me a lame one just because.
No, I'm really not. It was completely random. That's the one I did. The one I gave him. I totally wanted to do. Gee, where are you? In my phone.
He's Big Daddy D in my phone.
That would be mine.
He's Mick D in mine. Oh, this one's gonna be kind of awesome. All right, Dave.
You're saying
No,
it right
this
now.
is legit gonna be pretty cool.
Wait, you
it's-
texted it. Oh, you text individually. I'm looking at our group text message.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
text individually.
Are you
I
sure you
see-
sent it?
Yeah, I sent it. Hold on, let me.
It didn't come yet.
Didn't come yet. Well, let's.
Did you send it to? You better not send it to Steven, man. you
I
blow
did
it.
not send it to Steven, I promise. It
I
did get
haven't got
it did autocorrect in a weird way, so hopefully you get who it is.
Oh, I got it now. Oh, all right. I've been meaning to go back and research this for a while anyway. So good. All right.
You know who that is, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I know who all of them are. I know all of them. No worries.
So
Some of them I know
that's-
more about than others.
That should be an interesting matchup.
I'm excited, gents. So next time we podcast, we'll be having Dave and I'll be having a great debate about these two characters, whoever they are, and I guess you have to figure out based on our presentation, you have to objectively decide who's going to win. Correct?
Yes. No, it's
Okay.
going to be kind of hard to do objectively for these two.
So here's my deal, though, because I'd like to see all of these characters in action somehow. So at the end of this, could we do like a quick wrap-up session where, like, let's say BB-8 and I don't know, just some random ones never get chosen? Could we just make them face
So you
each
want to do
other?
like a quick round after we're done?
Like
yeah,
a
just for
five-part
the ones who
series.
don't get to be involved,
Oh yeah, we can do
that.
that.
Okay.
That'll work. That'll work.
All right. Because I feel like each one of these characters has something to bring to the table. So I don't want any of them to get left out.
I don't know
by
about
the end.
Magikarp, but yeah.
Well, if he evolves,
I'm not saying it's strength, but some kind of humor or something to bring to the table.
all right, cool.
Now the question is, do they have to fight each other, or can we come up with like if they were to have a race, or if they were to have like a?
We can kind of explore a couple of avenues, maybe.
I don't
Because-
know, because a lot of it depends on. Maybe we should just.
I guess it depends on who the characters are, because these two that
You
that
know
you
who
guys
the
have,
characters are, so you decide what we have to do. So whoever the judge is, if you want to be a race, you could just. If you want to be a race, if you want to be a fight, if you want to be an intellectual debate, whatever you want. I don't know.
because I don't know if a fight. Well, I don't know if a fight would work with these two, but I'm definitely sure that having some sort of debate would definitely not work with these two.
It could be a foot race, an Ironman competition.
Hot dog eating
I'm just
contest.
Hot dog eating contest.
kidding. 3-point shooting contest.
Oh, it could be marksmanship.
All right. Well, don't drop any hints. Just text
Well,
us.
he's got to tell us what it is, but you could text.
Yeah,
it
I
to
guess it could be
we
a fight.
both have to know that, or maybe if you don't want to do that because it might give away the characters. So it could just be a fight, but you use however this character would fight. Like if he has resources or she has resources to pull from. His
Yeah,
strength.
actually, that would probably work. Yeah, we'll do it that way.
Like let's say,
what
for
resources
example,
they have.
BB-8. He has. I keep saying BB-8. I don't have him. I don't know if I have him.
Well,
But
let's
anyways. But he has lots of technology and intelligence he can have access to because he can hook up to any computers. So he could probably control a lot of different things. Whereas Papa Smurf, he has very good knowledge of the earth.
I know they're Smurfs.
Yeah, his army of Smurfs.
Yeah, that's true. So I guess
So
it doesn't
maybe
really.
just however
doesn't really
they would
necessarily
approach
matter.
however they would approach the table, and then we just have to debate their strengths and what they have, and you decide who would win in some kind of like a battle to see who. I don't know, some dominant battle.
Some sort of contest.
Yeah, to see who
All right, cool.
the more superior being is. However, they're superior just overall. All right,
All right.
I'm
I got
excited for it, guys.
it's gonna be good.
We'll convene in a couple weeks and we'll go through it all. That'd be
All
great.
right, sounds good. Cool, man.
Until
All right.
next time.
All right.
right.